All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. So what I'm going to talk about today is basically when it comes to men or women cheating on whoever they're with, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever the case may be. After you cheat, it's never the same. If you know anything about me, I try to help men, and I've been helping a lot of women too, but I have a program actually I'll call Mastering Self-Confidence, where I try to help men find a woman or women of their dreams, even if they've been through a bad breakup or divorce. I also have a book, Wingman, which is a must-have guide to finding the woman of your dreams. And what's interesting is lately I have a lot more women coming to me than men, so I'm going to start doing other things relating to that. But the reason I bring this up is because I think people really underestimate the impact if they get caught cheating. Now, if you've ever listened to my previous podcast or watched any of my YouTube videos, you know, I think for the most part, most people don't want to admit it, but they've cheated. And I always say to a certain degree, you've either cheated on someone or someone's cheated on you, or you may have been with somebody that was cheating that you didn't even know, right? There's a lot of things going on with cheating. All right, and there's all these different rules. What's cheating? What isn't? And I get it. It is what it is. You have your own rules. Like if you do this, if I do this, that's not cheating. But if I do that, it is. Whatever rules you have, you have. But what I'm going to talk about today is just very quickly is you have to understand the impact that's going to have if you plan on cheating, because I think a lot of people underestimate the impact that it's going to have. Also, if you are somebody too who gets cheated on, most likely it's going to happen to you. And most people are like, nope, I never got cheated on. Well, here's the deal. Most likely you probably were cheated on. You just never knew that person cheated on you. Now, maybe out of a fluke, you found your high school lover or whatever, you dated from high school sweethearts, went on, and both of you never cheated on each other and went on. That's wonderful. I'm not saying that doesn't happen either. But I would say for the average person out there, they've dated multiple people and they've, like I said, cheated or got cheated on. And again, if you don't think you got cheated on, I'm going to tell you most likely you have. But if you catch somebody cheating on you now, you got to learn how to handle yourself through it. You cannot let it destroy your life. I'm just telling you right now. You got to grow up. But I understand when people, on both sides, if you're the one who cheated, let's say, or I should say, I understand when that person, a lot of times, say you get cheated on, you don't know what to necessarily do. Do you want to give up everything you have, especially if you're married or in a relation, you got a home or you got children involved in all this? You got to deal with it. The whole thing is just kind of crazy life, how we put all of our eggs in this one basket of cheating and not cheating. Like a lot of times I see relationships where people can verbally abuse each other, even physically abuse each other, right? They can lie to each other. They can steal from one another. They can verbally abuse each other. But God forbid if one or the other cheated, that's like the backbreaker. If you think about it, none of those things are really good. We shouldn't be tolerating any of it to a certain degree. Now, if you have an open marriage or open relationship, that's different. But here's the other thing, too. I think most people also think that when they're cheating, they're not going to get caught. And I'd say most people are going to get caught. They just underestimate. They don't understand that at that point in time that they're going to probably get caught, or whoever they're with is going to start picking it off. It's kind of like a lot of these things you may watch with murder on Dateline, 2020, 60 Minutes, whatever the hell. You have all these people that think they're going to get away with murder, and some do. There's no question about that. Some do. But a majority don't. Right? Especially now with technology and with everybody kind of going back and forth, texting, emailing, phone calls, just social media in general, other people seeing you in public and all these things. But I am going to say this, I'm going to wrap it up with this. Just make sure if you are going to cheat, I'm just going to say, is it worth it? I'd say usually it isn't to a certain degree. But I'm not you. I don't know who you're cheating on. But I do think people really... you get caught up in the moment a lot of times, especially men. If you're in a relationship and you have a very attractive looking woman that's interested in you, I think for a lot of men, that's very hard, because a lot of men also may have not always had the opportunity to be with a very beautiful woman or somebody that they've maybe always were attracted to in their past, and now all of a sudden they come into their life. And it's not an excuse, but it's a reality. I do think a lot of women don't understand that part of it. But also, I think a lot of men have to understand too, with whoever they're with, especially if they're with somebody already who's attractive, smart, intelligent, and everything, that women, for the most part, can cheat on you much easier than you'd ever dreamt. I'm just telling you. So you can't play stupid, all right, I should say. And just make sure if you, again, are going to cheat, men or women, you know what I mean? If you get caught, like I said earlier, most likely your relationship is never going to be the same, even if you two stick it out. The level, I think, of disrespect is usually, not always, but I think most of the time, is so high that person never really looks at you the same way again. That's just my opinion, and I'm not here to say that I've never cheated or that I have all the answers, because I definitely don't, but that's just my perception on what happens when people get cheated on. All right? Questions or comments, please feel free to hit me up or agree or disagree. My email is rich@richcelenza.com if you want to reach out to me. Also, richcelenza.com is my home website, and I have my program on mastering self-confidence, where I truly do try to help men with building up relationships with women through friendships and honesty and hygiene, fashion, fitness. And, we all have to, I will officially sum it up like this. I think, though, a lot of times we all make mistakes throughout our life. No one is perfect. And sometimes, you got to weigh out what works best for everyone to a certain degree when it comes to cheating and all these different types of things. So I'll leave it at that. Take care, everyone.